are they de-treeing?
Well, they are, but there was a certain area I was gonna look at a wedding location, but can't
Yeah.
do anything because the last time I saw was full of friggin' log piles. They basically cut a lot of the fucking trees down, they were. I don't think they were diseased either. I'd understand if they were diseased, but I don't think they were. And a lot of the trees that were in that area that made that area quite nice, they got rid of.
Yeah.
So I've stuck just on. This thing's only 15% full, by the way.
Well, you got the 100,000 litre one, did you?
Yeah. I know what we really need.
What's that?
One of them fucking buy-fill stations that we used to have.
Buy anything station. That is available on 25, but obviously I don't know its console compatibility status. Because I've got it on Riverbend, because I use it. It's in the middle of the farmyard.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you over there. Did you make it purple?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, the Valtra's a lovely gold colour.
Don't know, I've not actually seen the Valtra. That's the thing.
Well, I'm in it now.
Yeah.
Gold with some grey touch wheels. I think she's looking the part.
Well, I swapped the tractor over, so I took the AS.
Yeah, you're not bad, dude.
For a spin. So what actually of ours will need fertilising?
This one I'm on.
Yeah.
Top half of 9, top half of 8.
9 and 8 in it.
Then obviously 3 in the rice field are going to need harvesting next time, and then they'll need turning back. I don't know whether to keep this plant this like, and then once we've done them, maybe just do one more field, because then we can do all 3 types of root crops.
Yeah.
Like I say, it just means we can dump as much as we can into the canning factory. Parsnips, red beet, carrots. The canning factory takes 240,000 litres of each. Now, whether we'll get that off that field, I reckon we'll get closer to that than we first think. As stupid as that sounds. If we get over it, we'll have to look at what we do with the rest, but we can sort that when we get there.
Yeah.
Right, and at this note, I am done, so we're probably ready. We can probably skip the night now and then.
And then
Give me 1 second, are we at the very end of the line?
And then I'll have to do the fertilising tomorrow.
Yeah, right, I am done.
I'll just park it here then.
Yeah, I'm just going to take this. Actually, I'll keep with the planter. I think only costs us like 6.
It's got these bloody indicators on it.
The ATS has got, Audi indicators.
Yeah.
I know they're not Audi.
I'm sure there's a name for them.
Sequential, that's the one. Do you want me to sleep? I'm right by the trigger.
Yeah, you can do.
Turn time back up first. July, so it's like going to be light fairly early, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a rain.
There it was, gone.
Right.
I didn't mean to get in that.
Why, what did you get into?
The sodding, Pressure washing.
Ah.
So actually, to be fair, the pallets
God,
can
you
wait a
mean-
little bit. I'm gonna make a start on the harvesting. I think I haven't done a lot of harvesting. Normally, Alan was on it, so it'd be nice to.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And
Wow.
I like Alan help.
Holy fuck.
Well,
Oh.
well.
One headland.
Yeah, literally done all of it.
Yeah. For this field, the top of this field, one
Good.
headland. One headland and a couple of little bits up and down of it.
I can imagine. Yeah.
It'll do.
That'll do,
Partial
donkey.
width.
That'll do. Yeah, you can actually turn if you don't need
Oh yeah,
full
you can
width.
turn it down.
You can actually turn it down.
Yeah. Well.
This soybean field's looking good. You know.
Precision farming's coming back, isn't it?
Yeah, which I'm actually quite looking forward to. I always enjoyed that. Because once you got clever with that, you basically needed to fertilise once.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't get straw from soybeans,
No.
but here we go.
I mean, I used to enjoy using.
Wow,
this
the
as-
line you've drawn on the map looks. I'm gonna lie, like you're pissed.
Oh, it can't be no worse than your friggin' planting here.
My actual cutting of the fields.
No, the planting.
A lot of that wasn't me. I was doing like a lot of that's just because the game doesn't do what do you call it, multi-angle.
Yeah.
Obviously, the lines snap to particular directions. So the sawmill's still got 53,000 litres of wood left. So that shows if we're getting well rocked up in the next few days,
Yeah.
it'll keep going for quite a while.
Yeah, and the reason why the line was the way it was because I'd accidentally missed.
Don't tell us anything.
Okay, that's not this bit then, is it? It's it's that little bit there. It's hardly used. Fucking anything.
That's the thing. Once you've loaded up like you have, you'll find it'll last ages.
Right, that's that one done. Top of 9 do I need?
Top of 9 and then the bottom of 4.
Yeah, top of 9 and bottom of 4.
Sorry, I say like that because my game lagged a bit there. I'd just got into the menu and coming back out, my game proper froze.
Weird.
I was worried I was about to get dumped. I'm just taking the harvest for a quick service. I know you do lose yield if they're not.
Yeah.
It's about a third one.
And say that when you're not drinking something.
It's about a third one.
Because you really made yourself sort of echo there.
What are you talking about? Practicing for Halloween.
This is an oat field, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
How much whatever I want shoved on it. See,
Oh, look.
I know, you know, people are like, oh, well, you're getting low on your money again. It's like,
It's a temporary thing.
Not
Just once
worried.
I've gone and done a lot of pallet sales, I think we'll be doing all right.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
And the thing is, I have a nasty habit of sitting on money in the game.
Why do you think
It's somehow.
Yeah, but why do you think I've been getting you to spend it?
That's it. That's why, like on Riverbend, I've been buying land because land's something you can always put to use.
Yeah, but
And it's like there's no point having a lot of money sat in the bank account if you're not putting it back into other things.
yeah, but we are gonna get money back.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's
why
what I
I'm
mean. The
not
thing is,
worried
land will
because
always. That's what I'm saying. Riverbend, land's making me money.
Yeah, but you've got that land to bring back.
Yeah, well, like I say, it's just a personal thing. I will replant a load of trees on it before I.
Yeah, you'll have land
It just seems.
and money to give us back, so that'll go towards.
It's almost a throwback. You remember our no field flipping rule from competitive?
Yep.
We weren't allowed. We could buy fields that were ready to harvest, but we had to replant on them before we were allowed to.
And we did.
To sell them again. And we always have most of the time. It was just the way, because otherwise it'd been very easy to wait for the AI to get fields ready. There was actually a mod on 22 that meant that field state changed the value. If you bought a field ready to harvest, it like halved in money before it wasn't replanted.
Yeah.
That was a good idea. There was also a mod which said if you bought a field, it automatically dumped it to being cultivated, which I didn't like that one as much.
That was the no field flipping mod, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Whoever fertilised the bottom half of 9 didn't do a very good job, Alan.
Well, there's a bit of it that says needs rolling as well. It's grass, so it's not going to get put back right, really, is it?
No.
We have to rip it up and redo it.
Yeah. Alright, that's that one done. Now let's go and
Do the parsnips.
do this one. Like I say, this is what I don't mind. Christ. It's quick and easy. Doing this.
That was your nickname, wasn't it?
It's just funny. Round.
Right, 1 tour of the headland done, 40% full.
Christ. It's not
Soybean
bad.
always was a slightly lower yielding crop.
Yeah.
I think it sells for more money. Yeah, if we sell it at best price in June, it sells for like 3,000 for every 1,000 litres. You guys aren't missing anything, are you? Nope, all you're producing at the moment is kimchi. Cement factory's got plenty of stones, the greenhouse has got plenty of water, and the sawmill's chipping away, pun intended.
Yeah.
So I've got that deadwood contract I'll go and do in a little bit.
Yeah, make sure you don't run out of time on that.
It still has 33 hours to go.
Alright, cool.
As long as I get it done in game today,
Yeah.
I should be fine. That's why I took it out, because I looked at it at like 54 hours, which is just like 3 or 4 days. I'm like, I'll get to it in that time. I just want to get this harvesting. Because obviously, I've said to you before, getting fields flipped quickly, I always think is important.
Well, yeah.
So if a field that's either ready to harvest or with nothing on it isn't earning money.
Well, no. Well, a grass field doesn't earn money.
It does. Well,
Uh,
I would argue it saves money.
Yeah,
Because it means you won't have to buy animal feed.
obviously.
So in that respect, it probably does technically, because that'd be my argument to that. Well, I suppose it's like saying that then a wheat field, because a wheat field is technically chicken food.
Yeah, but the wheat can also be...
Goes going to a flour mill
Yeah.
or anywhere like that. Apologies.
Right. Well, that's that. This field's now had its first stage of fertilising.
Nice.
You got a trailer with you?
Not yet, no. I'll grab the big red one in a second.
There a minute. Where are you? Right.
Very top of the field. Yeah, field 3, very top.
I'll follow you.
That's 70%, 67%. You pull up alongside, we can try to do a rolling unload if you want.
I will do when the game decides.
You look like you're stuck on something there. I can see your wheels spinning. You're hitting the fence for the chicken barn, you muppet.
No. I keep forgetting that's there. Needs to be better fencing on it.
Up.
Come on, get the... What the...
You've run over the pump for the fucking...
Fuck's...
Oh, no, it fell out.
Yeah, I'm making sure I super strengthened it slightly.
Yeah, no, so...
You know that rock that I usually hit going around the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled the John Deere before.
God.
I always do it.
You think you'd know by now?
Yeah. But it catches me out every time.
At least with this game, it doesn't keep dumping it on the floor if you come out from under the arm.
I'm glad.
Tell me about it. I also like how I now get the message of how full your trailer is.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Oh, it was...
No more having to try and guess by working out.
Hmm.
Oh, that's me empty.
Now you are, yeah.
33% in your trailer, apparently.
Yep. You know what? You know what I could do while I'm here?
What's that? Fuel it up.
Go and bomb over the gas station. Fuel it up.
Grab us a Twix while you're over there, eh? Or a Cornetto or something.
At least you don't want to
But you
Red
can
Bull.
go. No, not this time of night, man. I've got to try and sleep before too long.
Choose and go. Choose what? Actually would. Ooh, they do ramen noodles here.
Do they sell our kimchi?
No, unfortunately not.
Freaking hell, when you spend that much on diesel, I'm hoping they give you a ramen for note. Please tell me you got a points card.
Yeah. They do steam buns and all. And
Bao
pizza.
buns.
Yeah, they are bao buns. But not actually what... The problem is I would... When I got left and go and get a steamed roll, it's not actually a bao bun.
Hmm. Hey, look, I'm not an expert. I mean, I've had
No,
bao buns once, and they were ones that came from Asda that we microwaved. So I'm not exactly an expert on these things.
I do like bao buns, but I'm very picky with what brand.
Man, these were just some. I think we just saw them in Asda like randomly. I was like, oh yeah. In fact, I remember now they were on freaking clearance.
White packet.
And it was like a clear packet with like a black label on it.
Yeah.
but they were on clearance, and I was like one of them things where it's like 70 pence or something. I thought, well, they're worth a try at that.
Problem is with a microwave and you microwave in the bao buns, they.
Oh look, I realise anybody from that culture now is sharpening their torches and lighting their pitchforks at me. But it was just an opportunity to try something, so I did.
You missed a bit there, didn't you? Yeah.
I can get that when I come back down though.
Yeah, they. But no, it's not. The bao buns, they are nice. They're just.
We just had them with like pulled pork in them or something like that. We just got some.
Yeah, they're the ones that are quite nice. I don't.
No, these are empty. I mean, we just got some pulled pork and added it to them. Is what I meant.
Oh no, you can actually get ones with like pork in. You can get ones with duck, veg.
I see. It's one thing she refuses to eat duck. It's on her too cute to eat list.
Back off. Duck's nice.
I'm like, duck's delicious.
Duck is nice.
Although I must admit, up until I think it was last year, I'd only ever had it crispy from a Chinese restaurant.
I've had duck
last year.
I
bought. Take that one out of context, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, funny. Crispy.
I got some off work and actually cooked it myself. I actually didn't do a bad job.
Yeah.
If I can blow my own trumpet for a second.
No.
I found it's really easy to dry it out.
Yeah. Normal duck's not bad. Crispy duck's nice. A little bit.
But what I actually did, how I did it for anybody interested in duck, I got the duck breast off work. It was like skin side down in a pan for like 5 minutes, and it was in the air fryer for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, did you salt the skin?
Yes.
To make it crispy.
Yeah, so then skin side down in a hot pan to render that down. So then it was about 10 minutes in an air fryer.
Yeah.
And it was lovely. It was actually.
Then shred it.
Oh no, we just had it as steak. They're like duck steaks with potatoes.
No, but you could cook it, make it really sort of melty, and then shred it and stick. You know.
It was one of them random things. Cause I'd said it a few times, like, say I'd only ever had it crispy, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just buy a couple off work and just try them.
You know, you can. Normally, I do shred it. If I'm having duck in like maybe in a pancake with some hoisin.
Yeah, that'd be very crispy.
With some hoisin sauce, crispy duck.
No.
With
I used to love that from Chinese
shredded spring onions, some shredded cucumber.
Really thinly sliced carrot.
Yeah, as well, carrot. Yeah. Some hoisin sauce.
Like I say, something now that I'm only ever going to have when I'm not eating with Shell because she refuses to, which is annoying because you can't really get them. If you get them from Chinese, they're generally for like 2 people. It's like half a duck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those.
I don't understand why she would refuse to eat
duck. Say, it's like, you don't eat duck. How long if you didn't eat them? You weren't supposed to eat them, then we ran out of meat.
But it's like saying you don't eat fucking deer. You don't eat fucking.
I know. To be fair, I've never had a lot of experience with venison. That's not something I've eaten a lot of.
Venison's quite nice.
Gotta watch. That's another way. Gotta watch how you cook it, though.
Yeah, you do. Well, it's the same as steak, though. You've got to be careful how you cook steak.
I'm pretty damn good at steak, I must admit. I am pretty damn good when it comes to cooking a good steak. Do you know what I find the biggest secret to a steak is?
What?
Whatever day you're going to eat it, that morning, get it out of any packaging, just coat it with a load of salt and pepper and put it back in the fridge. And let it sit like that for the day.
Yeah.
Because what happens is it's a weird sort of effect meat has where the salt draws the moisture out, but then the meat tries to absorb it back in. But it takes all the salt and pepper with it as it does it.
Yeah.
Oh, the result. It's kind of ruined things for us in a lot of ways. I now don't like the idea of going out paying 30 quid as you do these days for a steak. Well, I honestly think I can get 95% as good myself. You know,
That's the thing though. I won't. If I'm out anywhere, I won't order steak. I don't order steak.
I used to occasionally, but it's like now I'd much rather
No.
just do it myself.
Don't let Tim hear you mention about steak though,
Why?
because might have to suggest that you two have a cook off of steaks
When was the first time you told me to cook off, mate?
to see who's the better steak. Because
Well,
Tim's
I
quite.
mean, is this something that's going to happen at the wedding they're ever?
That'd be an interesting challenge.
Because like, thing is as well though, like, in America have different cuts and all that. Look at like the New York Strip and all that,
Hmm.
which I do believe you can work at. I obviously, for those maybe who don't know, I work in that industry, so I've kind of got like a little bit of an insider.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know which one. Ask him tomorrow what type of steak he does.
I'll be honest with you, I enjoy sirloin as much as anything, which is generally the cheaper cut in this country.
Well, yeah, may be the cheaper cut, but still doesn't mean it's
No,
not
I
as
don't
nice.
get why. I don't get why fillet gets the admiration it does.
Yeah, but then you've got is it T-bone?
T-bone, ribeye's probably the best.
Ribeye.
Ribeye's the best, in my opinion.
Yeah, but you can pay a fucking fortune for that.
Oh yeah, you can. But like a fillet, but fillets have very little fat on them.
Yeah, I know.
Which to me, the flavour, that's where the flavour comes from, and also it means they're very easy to dry out.
Hmm.
Something like a sirloin can take heat and is far more forgiving. You know.
Yeah. I'm just, yeah, no,
I'm not saying I'm freaking hungry.
yeah. But it's,
You can want a few soybeans if you want.
I just... Thought you had.
Well,
You'd left the Valtra running. I was sat here thinking, why can I still hear a tractor engine? Because obviously I'd shut mine off. How full are you? Probably not really, are you?
38%.
Yeah. What was that off?
And that will be I open the menu, which I think sometimes makes it appear. What do we have on lease right now?
Might be the planter, won't it?
There's the John Deere, the planter, the John Deere baler, I should say.
Yeah.
A planter and the front thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we still have that? Sugar.
What have you still got on lease that we shouldn't have on lease? Flatbed trailer?
No, the flatbed I'm willing to keep. It was the massive windrower.
Really?
I've sent it back. Yeah, that really big windrow. I was windrowing the straw swaths, wasn't I? If you remember.
Yeah.
No, we probably are gonna want to keep up. We're gonna need a windrower if we're doing more grass because I don't think our
We don't have
mowers do.
No, they don't do swaths.
But we don't need that big one on leash because I ain't gonna cut the grass field for another couple of months yet. It's actually ready, but
Yeah.
I have no real need to.
No. Because... Yeah, it's just... Jesus Christ.
If I do this one, do you want to then harvest the long grain?
Yeah.
You'll do long grain? I'll get this filled up. And this barley can go into this soybean, so it can go into storage.
Yeah.
There's nowhere worth selling it yet. And I'll go and do 2,000 pallet pickup.
Do wonder how many pallets we're going to have, because we'll have concrete, won't we, as well?
Yeah, well, like I say, I'm going to put I might take that tipper trailer and just reconfigure it as a flatbed again briefly. You know, the little black end.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because I can just, if I'm using Simpson, I can just draw the pallets over the side, can't I? But I'm going to take the flatbed trailer first. There's a pallet and 2/3 of eggs there.
Well, can you not just...
Any more mushrooms?
Well, you got the flat. You got the flat. Yep, you have the flat green trailer there, don't you?
Yeah, but I've already got a load of cement loaded onto the Dragon, so I might as well use that for the cement and the wood.
Fair enough.
I'm going to use that to go and get everything from the canning factory.
Yeah.
Well then, say, because when I jumped in and did my little bit extra, I just took all the cement that was there.
We need to turn this field needs. It's going to need liquid and all in it as well.
So I want cultivating first, and then. So I say, if we stick red beets on this.
I was going to say, if we're sticking another crop on it, we're going to need. Yeah, we'll need.
Well, that way, like I said, that way we've got one of each of the root crops. Like I say, it'll be over like 2 days now, but I'm planning to rent the Colossus about the time. If we can get that contract for Field 2,
Yeah.
I think that'll be money. So I reckon the contract, because he's expecting to use that narrow little machinery, I bet the contract will be 60, 70 grand. We throw the Colossus with the unrealistic 10-metre header on it.
Yeah.
We'll bomb round there in no time.
Yep.
And then, like I say, we'll keep it, do all our fields, do any more contracts that happen to pop up.
Yeah, well, if we need to, we could always have a. We can have one of the trailers that are. Do we not have them trailers anymore?
Yeah, there's definitely the TARDIS trailers.
Maybe we get one of them.
I was actually just looking ironically at the used vehicle section. There's a auger wagon for sugar beets, for parsnips and beets. But I think this is going to. I think it's all going to fit in one trailer. It's going to be a fairly well filled trailer, like. And I know that trailer doesn't have the extensions on the sides because I don't think this arm would fit over the extensions.
Well, no, because I think looking at it now,
it might just, but it'd be very tight.
Yeah.
We don't need it. I mean, that trailer's still good for like 20,000 litres. We've got that dolly trailer as well still, haven't we?
Oh yeah, we've still got the dolly. We need the dolly.
It's like I say, 'cause that's why I've said it's good having a spare for the contract thing we do. I say you fill one trailer first and keep it, then you know you're going to get to do all the contract.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do while I'm doing the long run? Will you do the pallet run and then flip this field, or?
Yep, I can see that certainly. Or do I just shove an AI on the John Deere doing the cultivating to get us moving?
If you want, well, you should shove an AI on it if you want.
It'll get us going. I can always take over from it once I've finished the pallet running.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it gets things going, doesn't it?
But we don't have our usual farmhand here.
No, he's sadly missed. Hope he's feeling better soon.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Christ, I forget how bloody thingy turning that thing has.
What?
If you wanna, do you wanna drop that at the rice field for me?
That's what I'm going to back it up on the corner of the rice field. Like I said, I'll probably chuck the cultivator on the deer.
Yeah.
And he's got the most horsepower possible available. The long grain always throws me because it's one of the few crops that doesn't go that like orangey colour when it's ready to harvest. You know, I'm used to. You can tell when a crop's ready to harvest. It goes gold.
Yeah. Fuck. Right.
So,
I'm getting enough spare capacity for soybeans.
so what you're telling me is the silo's full.
I think so.
Right, do we just bang an extension on? How much is a silo extension? We haven't quite got enough money yet. How much is still in there? 15,000 litres.
Of what?
I was saying, why was you still in your trailer?
About 15,624 litres.
I was going to say, if you can manage with the other trailer, what I'll do is once I've sold these pallets, I'll bang an extension down on the silo for now.
Well, I can manage with the dolly, but how come we ran out of capacity?
I'm guessing that little, if you add them all together, what's in it, I'm guessing it adds up to, apparently according to the game, the capacity on that silo is only 150,000 litres.
I think we need a bigger silo eventually then.
I mean, I can add another 100,000 litres with an extension. I can technically have more than that, but I kind of want the ones that still keeping fitting with the look of those ones.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
I'm a little bit sad that way.
yeah, but I mean, eventually we could just buy a new silo.
Oh yeah. Oh my word, there's freaking tons of wood pallets. I've just been and looked.
Oh god.
Oh, there's quite a few cement ones as well.
No, you haven't got the, you
Yeah,
haven't got the dragon though.
At least I got super strength.
Yeah, that at least, yeah.
I might be transferring the stuff off the dragon onto the green trailer looking at all that lot. I honestly don't think it would all go on even the dragon. No, without making it about 4 pallets high and being about as stable as me.
Hmm.
So I think I'll be quickly transferring that over.
That's why I said I did wonder if you were just going to use the.
I think I will look at that. But anyway, I'll do the
How come he's
so I'm
not,
getting all.
how come he's not starting with Headland?
Oh, I probably didn't think that. When you set them off, there's a thing. Do you want to start on headlands or centre?
Oh, right, okay.
The game defaults. Because when the game first launched, you couldn't set them to start on headlands. They've literally added that with a later update.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, even we didn't turn like horseplay on or anything. This is still just the
Oh, yeah.
in-game AI. I say if he gets finished, fantastic. If he doesn't, then I'll take over. But
Well, it depends
Okay,
how long
well,
you're going. It depends how long you're going to be playing Tetris.
well, this trailer's already like 2/3 full with just the freaking mushrooms and the eggs on it.
So where's this? Where's this going? This rice, it'll be down to the.
It'll be canning factory, yeah. I was worryingly thinking, do we need to put it in the silo? But luckily, no, we don't.
I was about to say because we can't right now.
Yeah.
So what the hell has taken up all that space in this?
What have we got in there at the moment? Let me have a look. 47,000 litres of barley, 32,000 litres of wheat, 23,000 litres of oats, 23,000 litres of sorghum, 21,000 litres of canola, and 1,100 litres of soybeans. We need to be a bit more proactive on, or we do like I said, which is I sell all the piece of land back, we buy the grain mill,
Well,
we just dump it all into flour.
well we
That's a
have,
possibility.
Yeah, but we have spoke of the grain mill.
I still think it's something we're going to need to add at some point to our repertoire.
Yeah, but I think we need a bigger silo as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. Because once we've got the grain mill, we can actually feed flour into the canning factory. Because there was something in the canning factory, I remember, that needed flour.
Does that? I'll have a look.
Yeah. Plus, as well, you open up just like the bakery and stuff, don't you, for bread?
Yeah. Have you actually started doing the carriage stuff on Riverbend?
No, I haven't. At the moment, I'm focusing mainly on the museum.
Museum?
Yeah, like the temple in this game, on that map, it's your building. It's called the Grain Elevator Museum. And it's an old grain elevator at the corner of the map.
Yeah.
I'm setting myself the challenge that either once I finish that, once I'm well on with that, I do want to like make, because I think you're going to need like ropes, you're going to need like cotton and stuff. So it's going to be a good opportunity to force me to do things I wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing like cotton, I want that to be a bit later game, because I need the money for big equipment for that.
Well, yeah.
You know, so it's like, because I am thinking about it, I'm thinking, because I know a bit like the temple here, I know the renovate is a long process.
Yeah, well, the carriages are a bit like...
Yeah, it's like the boats on Silver,
Yeah,
or
repeatable.
the piano ones, the longer.
Mm,
I might have a
don't
proper
talk-
look.
don't talk about piano.
I might have a proper look at it, but my plan was once that basically I'd finished the museum, depending on how many episodes I was on, whether I wanted to keep going, whether I wanted to. Because I could see this being longer than my last series. My last series just hit 50 episodes, didn't it? I could anything longer than that.
Yeah.
And it's trying to keep it, well, interesting and also keep myself motivated. Okay, there is 3, 6, 10 pallets of kimchi down here.
Jeez, okay. Because, like I said, I got 19. Like I said, I got 19 out of all.
Yeah.
I have other ideas in the works, but it's like I'm trying to figure out whether I start on what I was going to do, or do I wait till later on in the year?
Yeah. You know.
Die quietly.
No, if I'm going down, I'm letting you know about it. You know, it's a really small touch, but some of that I've noticed, I realised that there's about 3 different colours of palettes.
Yeah.
The actual physical palettes are in about 3 different colours. And it's I know it's such a tiny little thing, but when you've got a lot of palettes on the trailer, it just adds to like the realistic.
Well, yeah, because they all.
I'm just waiting till the bright blue Chet palette turns up.
Because they all.
And anyone who's ever dealt with palettes knows exactly what I'm on about.
Oh, I know what you mean. I used to use certain
Those bright
palettes.
blue ones from Sodding Chet. That's what I said. I had no idea what we were watching an old red dwarf, and I was like, bloody hell! She went, wow, in 3 million years of future, still going in Chet pallets. With a massive pile of blue pallets in the corner at the back of one of the shops.
Yeah. It's... Believe it or not, pallets used to be great for firework.
Oh, yeah, firewood, yeah.
No, firework launchers.
Alright.
To be able to hold the tubes.
Okay, right, yeah. Right, so I am taking 2,000 litres of mushrooms, 2,000 litres of eggs, 10,000 litres of kimchi, and 4,000 litres of enokis.
Christ.
See what kind of a payday this gives us.
Hopefully one that might get us a silo extension, or...
Oh, he'll definitely get us that. If not, certainly once I've done the stuff to the temple. Like I say, once I've done this, I'm gonna get all the cement off the back of the dragon onto this trailer, then go to the cement factory, then go up to the sawmill.
Yeah.
And then after that, either do the Deadwood contract or get on with the
We need to kind of do the Deadwood contract, don't you?
Yeah, I might do that next. While I've got the right trailer and everything.
Yeah.
I think May's getting on not too bad. We can always set an A off planting at an absolute push as well.
Yeah.
Obviously the field you're in just wants to be planted with long grain again.
But not new.
We now have the direct drill, so we don't need to cultivate it.
Ah, right, okay.
We bought that direct drill, didn't we?
Yeah.
If you remember. Right, I'm pulling up to the sell point just in a second. Maybe not as amazing as I first thought, but still, the extension's bought him. Well, I'll wait till I've done the other one first, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Because if we just put an extension on that silo, it's like 60 grand. If you want
Yeah.
another site, if you want to change one of them metal bins, that's obviously a lot more money.
And then
No, I don't think. We'll see. 'Cause I think we can get to the point where pretty much everything goes straight into productions.
yeah,
Once we own the grain mill, pretty much everything off our fields can go straight into it.
yeah, but we will wanna keep a little bit back for chickens and
Yeah, but if it's only a little bit, we're not going to need massive silos, are we? You know what I mean? It's,
no, but it's in you know.
We'll see. We'll see. It's,
Obviously, we don't want to be crashing the market. We did crash that.
I don't think. I think in this, I think especially because you get a bonus selling to the farmers market anyway. You get an extra 20%.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, in.
Oh yeah, with
22
flour and that, we got to the point where we had to be really clever with it.
Yeah, 22. Well, 22. Even in Comp MP. Remember our last selling day? Or
Yeah,
even
yeah,
before
but-
the selling day, we crashed that economy. Well and truly.
I think you buying shares in New Holland didn't help with that. Christ, well, go past your yard, there was just like 68.
Yeah.
Like, someone's business is doing well. We need to make the VAT man go and have a look at him.
How long did it take your privates to come? Fuck's sake, fuck off. Got up
I haven't said a word yet.
before you. How long does it take your private planes to come?
I haven't said a word. I'll be honest with you, I bought them like... I got mine for my 18th birthday to give you how long I've had my plate. So I'm afraid... I have a feeling, assuming... I mean, like I say, we're not at a particularly busy time of year for number plate makers. I'd imagine you'll get them in a week. Tops.
Well, like I said, they said it says.
I'm pretty sure when I bought mine, we didn't get them to make the plates. We just went to a local parts factory and got them to do them.
If I didn't know, problem was with somewhere around here, I wouldn't know where to go.
Well, I could have told you. I could have given you exactly there's an EK brakes in that. I know that for a fact. I mean, Bush Health Frauds will do it for you.
Who?
Alfred's. But I think all they do these days, when I worked at it, you had a plate machine. Nowadays, they probably just ring EK brakes to get them to send one round. You know, the last set, because I had to get some made for the Hyundai, because when we took the private plate off it, obviously it went back onto its original reg.
Yeah.
And they cost me 24 quid just for a pair of absolutely plain as they come. Yeah, I'm selling the car, but I'd feel bad if I sold the car to somebody without number plates on it. It's like...
Well,
feels
yeah.
like you're cheating them a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I said, don't forget, we bought the Hyundai with that private plate on, so... But it's like, I know it's said once it's only worth like, it's only a cheaper one itself. But she likes it. It starts with M, Michelle, so it's got like it's almost sort of got a name on it. So
Yeah. See, I wasn't, like we said, I wasn't particularly too bothered about that spacing. But I said,
that spacing would just make it fit more what you wanted it to say, as daft as that sounds. But what you said, no, it wouldn't change the plate. It's still the same plate. It wouldn't make it read a different plate.
So technically,
It would just...
yeah, but technically, if I wanted to, I could. If I wanted to put the spacing in, eventually down the line, I could go and.
Yeah, you'd have to find somewhere that was willing to... And once again, it's a bit like I said about the 4D thing. While it's technically not legal, the chances of you getting any big issue for it are pretty much zero, as long as you sort of don't go stupid.
Yeah, but this is why I got them to do it.
No, it's fair enough. I get where you're coming from. Like I say, it's what is technically the correct spacing for yours will be between the second and third letters, set between the second and third characters.
Yeah.
So it'll be XX space XXX.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously to fit sort of what you wanted to say, you'd have done XXXX space X. No,
Yeah.
we are not sponsored by Elon Musk, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's just.
Or this SpaceX.
We're just.
I don't know. I'm assuming you don't want me to read your number laid out loud, so I'm not.
No.
That's why I'm being.
But that's why we're keeping.
But you know, it's just like, if it was me personally, what I would do.
You would have put space in it.
Well, what I would have done is what I did with the Mondeo.
If I told
Well,
you.
it was actually the car before the Mondeo. When I had, at one point, they were 4D, but they were carbon effect lettering. Which that's a little. It still wasn't as stupid, but it's still a little more. So what I did then, I had the number plates in holders that just unclipped.
Yeah.
And I also got an absolutely bog plain standard set. And it used to get MOT'd with the standard set on it.
Yeah.
Then get it home and change them over. You know, that'd have been the other option. But like I say, I think if you did them standard font, standard lettering, just with the space differently,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have. Plus, as well, yours doesn't need MOTing for like 2.5 years. If you decide to keep the car long enough to need to MOT it, that.
Well,
I don't know what the deals on your Motability are.
MOT is included. I can get another. I can technically go for. I can go have the car for 5 years.
Yeah, well, they don't need MOT for their first 3 years. 3 years, yeah, that's what I said.
First 3 years, but they'll.
They don't need MOT.
No, but I don't have to pay for the MOT either.
Yeah, that's if you've still got the car when it needs one. So I say if you decide 2.5 years time or you want to change it. I don't know what your deal. I don't know what the contracts are like on that.
I just literally about a month before, swap the plate, contact whoever, get the plate swapped back.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if like you're tied in for so many months, so many years, or
3 years.
So technically, you, if you wanted to, would never need to MOT that car, because you could say, literally to its 3rd birthday, no, I want a new one.
Yeah, but even though when it goes back to the dealer, it'll get MOT'd anyways.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be in your.
No.
But by then, if you've got rid of it, you'd like take the plate off it. I'm assuming if you change cars, you're going to keep that plate. Now you've got it.
Oh yeah. But I have to basically.
Yeah, you'd have to do it through them. Yeah.
I've got to do it a month before the lease ends.
Yeah.
To swap back over.
Yeah, you need to give it time for it. Because that's the thing. Obviously, that's like I said, applies much to you as I thought it did. But like obviously, the logbook. If you change it back to a standard plate, it would take you another week to sort the logbook out. So obviously, you'd have to wait for that to come back before you could do anything.
Basically, let me find something. I don't know if I'm waiting for. Am I waiting for a cultivator here or?
No, you can, like I say, if you get the
There's a green one.
thingy, it's a direct drill.
Oh, right, okay.
The cedar we've got a direct drill.
But the problem is that what'll pull it? Because I take it you've got the mass.
I've got the voucher.
Oh.
You had the Massey last time I saw it.
Oh, you have got
Yeah, you had the Massey on the trailer, didn't you?
Oh, it is on the trailer. Duh.
I was going to say, last time I saw it, you had the Massey.
Yeah, this has got to go down to thingy, hasn't it? Cannon. Let me... private number plate. I shall.
Do we need to teach our cat the green cross code?
Why?
Oh no, Shell's here. We just looked out the window and the cat sat in the middle of the green opposite, obviously hunting birds.
Yeah. I had to ask you if you wanted a drink.
Don't be daft, I just said hello. She wouldn't ask me if I wanted a drink, I didn't know if her to make me one.
She did.
She's more like to steal one.
She asked you if you wanted a brew.
Did you ask me if I wanted a brew? No, she never.
Really? Well, why the hell did I hear you say that then? Definitely heard her say that to you. Okay. Well, I'm definitely not hearing fucking things. Maybe I am, but...
You ain't mad.
Fuck knows. Yeah. So, for private plates, obviously, during your lease, if you've already collected your car, you can add your personalised plate and see your see your V5 document number online.
VFC. Well, you got virtual safety car going on.
The text is weird on this site, doesn't help. Yeah, V5. In your online account, then follow DVLA's instructions to assign plates to your vehicle. Depending on whether or not the plates have been registered on another car, you'll need your V750 or your V778 to hand.
I think it's the 778 you'll get because obviously it's on a... The V750, I think, if you want to take the plate straight off one car onto another.
Yeah, but this is not. This is not
No,
going.
because you bought the plate, so you need your V778, which is your retention certificate.
Which I'll get.
Which is why I'm assuming the company will send you through the post.
Yeah. So it says you can remove and removing your plates at the end of the lease. You can remove and keep your personalised plates in your online account. If you don't want to do that, we'll send you a letter about 4 weeks before the end of your lease with more information about removing your personalised.
Right, fair enough.
So I do want to keep them.
Yeah.
Because it'll go on the next car. If you want to keep them to use in future, you need to keep them registered with the DVLA.
Well, the thing is, when you take them off a car, you will get sent a new one of the certificates again.
Yeah. The document number from your V5 registration certificate will also send this to you about 4 weeks before the end of the lease. If you want to assign the plates to your next car, obviously ask the dealer if they can do it and try to speak with them as soon as possible. You can give
a lot of dealers don't like doing it because it slows the process down. A lot of dealers like you just to throw it on the certificate and then do it yourself later.
Yeah.
Because it just slows the process down.
Which is probably what I'll do. I'll do it again. But the problem is...
Hey, well, this is a bloody good haul for the temple.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if... by me keeping that on the account, the numbers on the account, will it have to go through to the dealers?
I don't know. I'm assuming you ask them and they'll just send you out the certificate.
Well, they said that. Well, that's what they said. It said if you want to assign your plate, if you want them to use in future, you'll need to keep them registered with the DVLA. But I will be removing them at the end of the lease.
Yeah, I'm just I'm piling the wood chips up just out the spawn point here. I'm not going to do it with them today, but
we need to
do around the spawn point.
I don't know what we were doing with them anyways.
We were selling them, but you wait till the best month. I think it's about January, February. And also, due to a glitch on this map, you can't sell them in the pallet. You've got to transfer them to a trailer first.
Yeah.
Whereas on Riverbend, you can just sell them in the pallets. Which is irritating. It must be a glitch with this map because, like I say, every other. But there's like 9,000 litres of wood chips. I mean, I suppose it's an improvement on FS22 when you used to just dump them on the floor.
Yeah.
You remember, you used to just dump them out like this. That's stone producer, didn't it? I'll be back in one moment.
Alright.